It is a non-conference matchup between the Marywood Pacers women and Susquehanna University. Hi everyone, I'm Brendan Murphy along with Nicola Manzo. Glad to be with you tonight. We're actually going to have to do this quickly because we're going to get pushed out of here for the national anthem. So we're going to go straight into who's in the spotlight tonight. And we're going to start with the Pacers, and we look at Gab Giordano, led the way against Lebanon Valley with 15 points and 7 rebounds. And Erica Bishop also had 14 points to go along with 6 rebounds in that game.
Let's hope they can continue it. They need a win today. Let's hope they can keep it up.
On the other side for Susquehanna, Courtney Adams is the leading scorer for their team, averaging about 12.5 points a game and averaging 3.5 blocks a game, which is very impressive. Megan McFadden is the second leading scorer and the leading rebounder on the team, averaging just shy of 10 points a game and a little over 8 rebounds a game. So let's...
The only thing to watch there is so that we know what happened in this recording the game. They had an all-time school record in rebounds, so they got to switch that around today.
All right, when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the opening tap right here on TVM.
As always, we remind you that the NCAA Colonial States Athletic Conference in Marywood University promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives, as well as the public intoxication, the consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages and tobacco products are grounds for removal from the site of competition and other disciplinary actions. Now let's introduce the starters. First, for the visiting Riverhawks. Number 3, a junior guard from Paxanos, Bailey Trell. Number 11, a senior forward from Hamilton, New Jersey, Courtney Adams. Number 13, a junior guard from Langhorne, Maddie Murray. Number 20, a senior guard from Sykesville, Maryland, Tess Nichols. And number 30, a senior forward from Greenbrook, New Jersey, Megan McFadden. Susquehanna is coached by Jim Reed in his 13th season. Assistant coaches Lexi Kebetz, Kathy Fedorka, and Todd Glukowski. And now let's give a hand for the starters for your Marywood Pacers. Number 5, a freshman guard from Dunmore, Erica Beestrand. Number 24, a senior guard from Clark Summit, Katie Nealon. Number 25, a junior guard from Port Jefferson Station, New York, Alyssa Olson. Number 34, a junior forward from Honesdale, Natasha Hessling. And number 35, a junior guard from Moscow, Gab Giordano. The Pacers are coached by Tara Machako in her 14th season. Assistant coaches Lindsay Howard, Alexa Gershman, and Mr. Fred Leftwood.
And welcome back to the Insulaco Arena. We actually missed the starting lineup, so we will get them once we get the opening tap, but in just a moment we will be set to go as we have the two players getting set in the middle of the court. And we are underway here at the Insulaco Arena. So Susquehanna in the road red will move left to right, and the Pacers in the home white move right to left. Pass inside, shot underneath is good. That's Courtney Adams, the 6'1" senior, number 11. So we'll start the lineups with Susquehanna as that shot is in and out. Bailey Trell, a 5'4" junior, number 3 is out there. Maddie Murray, the 5'10" junior, number 13. Tess Nichols, a 5'7" senior, number 20. And Megan McFadden, a 5'11" senior, number 30. On the other side for the Pacers, Erica Bistrin, the 5'8" freshman, is out there with Katie Nealon, the 5'6" senior. Alyssa Olson, who just celebrated her birthday yesterday, happy birthday Alyssa, is out there, the 5'8" junior. Natasha Hessling, the 5'9" junior, and Gab Giordano, the 5'7" junior rather. That shot to beat the shot clock was no good. Rebound was pulled down by Natasha Hessling. Nealon will control it at the top. Bistrin for 3. That's good. Erica Bistrin gets on the board.
Nice job to find Bistrin there on the back cut to the three-point line, and the Pacers are off and running here.
Murray has it, gets it over. That's Nichols. The shot for 3 is good, but they call a walk.
Yeah, you can see the little stutter step there.
So the Pacers will get it back, and Giordano will get it over to Bistrin, who finds Hessling in the corner. Pacers may have something going here. Bistrin for 3. That's good. Erica Bistrin right out of the gate. 2 of 2 from beyond the arc.
Beautiful offense there for the Pacers. Really swinging the ball aggressively at the three-point line, taking advantage of some slow rotations by Susquehanna getting the 3.
That floater was no good. Rebound pulled down by Hessling. Nealon controlling it. Hessling over to Bistrin. Finds a wide open Hessling underneath, but she misses it. Gets a rebound and gets fouled and will go to the line for 2. 3 rebounds already for Natasha Hessling.
We talked about a pregame rebounding. Always plays into a game.
And the first free throw is good. And that's no good. So Hessling goes 1 and 2. The Pacers lead 7-2. 7:15 to play in the first. Trell inside. Adams misses. Pardon me, that's Murray, and she will go to the line.
Nice job there from Murray to get to the basket. Took a little hip check on the way in. Didn't deter. Draws the foul.
First free throw is good. And that one's no good. Nealon pulls down the board. Flying up the side, finds Hessling inside, and she's got the bucket.
Pacers running their transition game really well here. They create a lot of high percentage looks.
Pass inside, Adams in and out. Nealon kicks out to Bistrin. Nice little pass inside. She finds Giordano. They get the bucket, and Susquehanna will take a timeout.
That really was a nice pass there. That was a small window to fit that one into there between two Susquehanna defenders. And then Giordano had an easy finish on her hands. So 8-point lead for the Pacers already.
Tell you what, is a very hot start. Pacers are not turning over the basketball. Have yet to do that. And they're playing solid defensively, having good possessions, and they look like a team that wants to win a game.
Well, I think they pride themselves on their defense. I think it's fair to say that their defensive numbers are better than their offensive numbers to this point in the season, but they've been plagued by slow starts this year too, so this is something that's really encouraging for them today in the game, to see them get off to a fast start for once.
Well, one slow start I can remember in particular, you look back to the Gwinnett game, which was their first conference game, and they didn't just get off to a slow start. They got off to an abysmal start. I think they were shooting somewhere around 15% at the end of the first quarter, and Gwinnett was shooting like 90% or some crazy number like that. But it has been a hot start today, and let's see if they can hold it. Inside to Bistrin, out to Nealon, and the pass is stolen away. In the corner to Trell. She finds McFadden. Trell gets it back. That three is in and out. Rebound pulled down by McFadden, but taken away by Giordano. Giordano finds Bistrin up the court. And it's going to be a block for Nichols. Hessling's shot is good from the free throw line.
That's how you draw it up right there. Nice inbound play executed well.
Olsen pulls down the board. Pass tipped, but recovered by Hessling.
Pacers seem to be making a concerted effort today to get the ball up the floor in transition early and often. They really want to advance that ball as fast as they can on every break.
Giordano fakes the give and go. Gives it to Nealon. Bistrin in the corner for three. That's just short. Rebound pulled down there by Rachel Swager, the 5'9" sophomore, number 15. That shot was good. That was Bailey Trell. Olsen on the other end gets the bucket. That shot is good from the elbow by Courtney Adams. So Susquehanna answers back. That pass is tipped and stolen away by Trell. She's heading the other way. Pass inside, and she gets the friendly roll. That's Nichols. And it's 15-9.
See what I talked about before about their effort to get the ball up the floor so quickly. Sometimes that results in some frantic offense, like you saw right there. You got to be careful to be aggressive and not to force it, because then that opens up their transition game at the other end.
The drive by Olsen and the foul. She will head to the line. Olsen misses her first. Lisa Staken comes in for the Pacers. And she makes the second. Araya Ongst has checked in, the 5'8" freshman. Pacers come out in a 3-2 zone look. That shot no good. Staken pulls down the rebound. Giordano headed the other way. Ongst, the shot for three. That's good. Araya Ongst just into the game and just onto the board. Maggie Wilson is also in for Susquehanna as she actually collects that rebound. Adams up top. McFadden for three, that's long. Hessling pulls down the board.
One thing you can see here early on, even though there was an offensive rebound on that possession, they're doing a better job boxing out here today than they did in their last couple of games we saw. So that's probably definitely something I'm sure was a point of emphasis in practice.
Staken with the pump. And the foul on the floor. Good job there by Staken to draw the foul. Hessling goes cross court for Staken. The drive and the little scoop layup is good.
Everything clicking for the Pacers here early.
That lane was good from Wilson. I don't know if you saw it, but the Pacers bench wanted to walk there, and it definitely looked like she might have taken a step.
Well, it looked like there was a stop and start there. Someone was a little awkward about it.
Well, nevertheless, the bucket counts. Pacers still lead by 10. Hessling's pass is stolen away by McFadden. Pass, and the layup is good. That's Nevin Honinger, the 5'9" freshman, number 14. And on the other side, Bistron gets the lay-in.
Good vision again there for the Pacers. 7 assists in the game.
Pass inside, and another layup is good. That's Honinger. Ongst over to Staken. And the finger roll is no good. And it will go back to the Riverhawks. Sam Bruno, the 5'11" freshman, has checked in for the Pacers, along with Marissa Fernandez-Tierney, the 5'7" freshman, number 3. Pacers had the full court press on there. The Riverhawks broke it pretty well. Pacers out in the 2-3 zone. Pass inside. McFadden gets the pass out to Wilson. She misses. McFadden with the rebound. Wilson, the shot is good. We're under 30 to play in the first quarter, so the shot clock has turned off. Fernandez-Tierney with it. Augst drives. Jumper, no good. Rebound pulled down by Swager. And the lane to beat the buzzer is good. And we are at the end of the first quarter.
Beautiful move there on the bucket. And it's a 4-point game just like that. So that's a little disconcerting if you're the Pacers, that you really dominated that quarter for pretty much the whole way. And now you're looking at only a 4-point lead. You probably want a little bit larger of a lead than that, but we'll definitely take a lead nonetheless.
Well, we did see the Pacers dominate the first, I'd say maybe 7 minutes of that quarter. And that's when we started to see Susquehanna wake up. We saw them take the timeout, and they started to figure it out. They're shooting 47%, which is not bad. Pacers at 60%. But the Pacers are also 3 of 4 from beyond the arc.
And if you look at Susquehanna's 3-point percentage, 0 for 5, it seems to me like they're having much more success on the interior than even deep twos or mid-range shots. So I think that's something that they're probably going to look at. Want to make them shoot the ball out as far as they possibly can. I mean, that's something is pretty much always a goal of the defense, but particularly today, do what you can to keep them out of the interior and force them to shoot the ball from the outside. It seems like they're kind of doing that. They're almost daring them to shoot at times, and so far it's paid off for them.
Well, we're just about set to go here for the second quarter. Both teams have broken out of the huddles. And the Pacers will start the second quarter with the ball. Giordano for 3, that's off. Off the Pacers, so Susquehanna gets it back. Into the corner. Stolen away, Fernandez-Tierney going the other way. And she gets the hoop and the horn, and she will head to the line to shoot one more.
Really nice aggressive defense there, rather, from Fernandez-Tierney. She does the work herself.
So she will have one more. Fernandez-Tierney, a 58% free throw shooter this year, and that one is off. Wilson's pass was deflected by Hessling, but right back into the hands of Wilson. The shot for 3, that's off. And I think McFadden came out with it. No, that was, as that shot is good, that was Murray that came up with that one. Olsen to Hessling. Giordano in the corner. Pass inside, Fernandez-Tierney, shot no good. Comes up with the rebound, and she's fouled again. Bailey Trell returns to the game. Giordano drives, finds Augst. Shot is short, Hessling with the rebound. Bounces around and Hessling comes up with it. A foul is called. I believe it's going to be on Augst. No, the foul is on Hessling.
I think maybe she used her elbow a little more than they wanted her to there and trying to get the rebound. It was a loose ball though, so it's a tough call to go against them as they're both fighting for it, but a little too much contact.
Wilson. Back over to Murray. Murray drives on Hessling. The floater is no good. Giordano with the rebound. Dribbles out of trouble. And the Pacers will go the other way. Olsen wide open. And she lost it. Pacers have it on the floor. It's a jump ball, and it will go back to the Riverhawks. Katie Nealon returns to the game for the Pacers. Marissa Fernandez-Tierney will take a seat. Wilson. Now it's Murray. Over to Honinger. She drives, and that is a steal. Pacers bench wanted to walk, but they still get the ball regardless. Hessling drives, kick out to Nealon in the corner for three. That's no good. Wilson pulls down the board. Susquehanna headed the other way. Honinger for three. That's off. Rebound pulled down by Nealon. She gets it up to Giordano. Pass for Augst, went off her leg, but she got it back. Olsen backing down, and she gets the friendly roll. And the Pacers lead by 6, 27-21 with 7 minutes to play here in the first half. Top of the key shot for three, no good. Augst pulls down the board, and the Pacers will slow it down.
Understandably so. There was a very fast-paced sequence there. A couple, 2 or 3 runouts there right in a row. But Susquehanna's going to have to get better from three if they want to find more consistent offense.
Olsen was called for the walk there. Augst will take a seat, and Bistrin will return.
The other thing important about all these three-point misses, too, is that, the longer the shot is, a lot of times the longer the rebound's going to be. So that's going to create some good transition opportunities for Marywood as well, and that's something they've proven that they can handle well so far today.
Adams with it. Back over to Trell. Trell at the top of the key. Over to McQuillan. Adams backing down on Hessling. Shot is short. Nichols pulls down the rebound. The drive and the foul. Foul is on Giordano. So Aaron McQuillan will head to the charity stripe for 2. She makes her first. And McQuillan goes 2 for 2 and cuts the deficit to just 4. Giordano with it. Hessling's pass was tipped and taken away. McQuillan bringing it the other way. Pick out to Trell. Gets a screen from Adams. Trell for 3. That's no good. Giordano pulls down the rebound. The drive. Shot is good. Gab Giordano goes coast to coast. And the lead is back to 6.
Richmond Chaco wanted the call there on the drive. She wanted the end one, but Giordano finishes it nonetheless. Does a nice job splitting 2 defenders.
Blocked by Hessling. They get it back. Shot at the top of the key. Friendly roll for McQuillan. They call it a 2. So it is still just a 4-point game. Nealon is fouled. Kate Riley will check in for the Pacers, the 5'9" freshman. Gab Giordano looks like she's just going to take a breather. Bistrin for 3, that's long. Riley with the rebound. And shot clock resets, so the Pacers will settle down and start over. Bistrin over to Nealon. Ten to shoot. Riley drives, kicks it to Olsen. Olsen for three, that's good!
Nice patient offense there from Marywood. They finally got the look they wanted.
Adams kicks it out to Honinger. Pass right into the legs of Nealon. Pacers get it back. And they will take it up and slow it down. Nealon for three, that's good! And Coach Machaco gets her timeout. The Pacers are shooting 56%, and they lead by 10.
Well, they got to be happy with how things are turning out this quarter. Like we said, after really dominating a lot of the first quarter, having at one point a 12-point lead, now they're almost matching their largest lead of the game with another 10-point lead. The threes are falling. They're showing good defense. They're showing good transition. They're winning the rebound battle by 4. So everything going right for them right now, and they're leading 91.1% of the game to this point. So things are looking up.
Well, Susquehanna led briefly at the 8:33 mark in the first quarter, but haven't led since. They got the first points of the game. Then the Pacers scored, tied the game. Actually, no, Bistrin hit the three, if I recall correctly. And that's been the Pacers' lead ever since. They've grown. Lead is now 10. It's their largest of the afternoon.
Shots are falling for them right now. 9 of their 14 scores have been assisted, so that's a good number, of course. The passing's been pretty precise. They've done a good job in transition. They've been patient on offense when they need to be.
McFadden over to Trell. Nichols gets it back up to McFadden. Into the corner. The drive and the layup is no good. Nealon comes up with the rebound. Hand it to Olsen. Into the corner to Bistrin. Bistrin for three, in and out. Rebound pulled down by McFadden. A nice little dribble move, and it looks like Nichols got tripped up there. Fouls on Nealon, and Nichols. Actually, Adams will shoot, or they didn't even call it a shooting foul. What am I saying?
A lot of bodies down there. It's tough to see.
Well, it looked like she could have been in the act of shooting, but I guess the refs felt otherwise. They get it into McFadden for three. She misses it. Olsen pulls down the board.
I don't know if that inbounds play was drawn for her to shoot that ball, but it doesn't make a lot of sense considering that you're 0 of 9, now 0 of 10 from the three-point line to be setting yourself up for three-point shots.
Onks with the nice little dribble move, and she gets the free throw line jumper to go.
And Onks really loves that mid-range pull-up jumper. We've seen her take that in I think every game we've been commentating on, so she really likes that, looks for that shot.
Ball bounced around a little bit, and the Pacers last touched it. So the Riverhawks will get it back. Pass into McFadden. The shot, I'm guessing they're going to call that a block, I would hope. But if so, for Hessling, that would be her second of the afternoon. But the Riverhawks still get it back. McFadden for three, that misses again. Trell's shot, no good. And it was last touched by Adams, and the Pacers finally get it back. Looks like they did not credit Hessling with the block there.
More of a tie-up than a block, maybe they saw it as.
Bistrin pass inside to Olsen. Nice little feed. She finds Hessling, and they get the lay-in. Susquehanna finally gets back on the board as Trell hit the lay-in. Oaks for 3, that's good.
They just continue to be a step ahead of Susquehanna's defense here today with their passes.
They tried the push off, looked like Trell did, and we have a foul on Nealon. So that will send Nichols to the line. First free throw is no good from Nichols. That one's good. Hessling into the corner to Ongst. Loses the ball, and it will go the other way, I think. And the rest will come together.
Didn't take long for the ref that made the original call to change his mind.
So they say the pass was tipped out of bounds, and the Pacers will retain possession.
Pacers look a little quicker than Susquehanna, even on that drive right there by Onks, just kind of blowing past their defenders.
Hessling for 3, that's off. Rebound, ball bounces around a little bit. They call a foul on Onks. And that's 5. So McFadden will shoot free throws. McFadden just a 64% free throw shooter this season. And the first one is good. And that's no good. Riley pulled down the board. Giordano the other way. Had the ball tipped, but Ongst comes up with it. Giordano passing to Hessling, and the shot is good. McFadden, and Susquehanna has their first 3 of the game, as Megan McFadden got that one to fall.
That goes to show you there's not a lid on the basket at that end, so that's something good for Susquehanna.
Bistrin for 3, tried to answer, couldn't get it. Trell to beat the buzzer, no good.
Not a bad effort, though.
I'll tell you what, from where we're sitting,
No, looked not
that
bad.
looked like it was online. It was definitely short, but it looked like it was online. So the players will head to the locker room, and that is the end of the first half. When we come back, we will have a first half recap and the first half stats when we come back here on TVM. And welcome back to the Insalacqua Arena for the start of the second half. If you're just joining us, I'm Brendan Murphy, alongside with Nicolo Manzo. And let's take a look back at what we saw in the first half. So we saw a lot of action, and we saw the Pacers really start to break out of their funk. And they shot 56% from the field and 46% from beyond the arc, which is very impressive.
Certainly is. High number.
22 rebounds in the first half, which is also pretty good. Only 2 of 5 from the free throw line, but they had 12 assists in the game, 3 steals. They have turned the ball over 7 times, but that's kind of a moot point right now because they are still up by 12.
Well, let's put it like this. Everything looks better in a win, and everything looks worse in a loss. So right now we're kind of ignoring the turnovers because they're doing other things really effectively. So let's just hope those things continue to happen for them. And the most important thing is their shots continue to fall, and they play some consistent offense, and they keep the defensive effort high.
Well, for Susquehanna, they're shooting 35%. It's a rough start. 1 of 12 from beyond the arc for 8%. 5 of 8 from the free throw line, 19 rebounds, 11 assists, and only 4 turnovers, but they do have 5 steals. So it could be on the up and up coming up there. And we are set to go here in the second half. And the Pacers will now move left to right on your screen in the home white. And Susquehanna in the road red will move right to left. Giordano's shot for 3 is good to start the second half. The Pacers starting 5 is out there, along with the starting 5 for Susquehanna. So both teams rolling with their starting lineups as Adams gets the and 1. And we'll go to the line for one more.
Well, the Pacers picked up right where they left off there. They got an early bucket. That's what you want to do. Open up the the third quarter with a bucket, and then with that, Susquehanna answers.
Nealon will bring it up. Bistrin gets it over to Olsen. Into the corner to Giordano. Giordano cross court to Bistrin, wide open for 3. That is good. And Erica Bistrin, she's having herself a great game with 11 points. Susquehanna comes back the other way, as that was Murray who got the wide open lay-in to go. Giordano cross court to Bistrin, wide open again for 3. That one's long though. Giordano pulls down the board but misses the layup. Trell will bring it the other way. Up to, that was Murray. McFadden. Trell for 3, that's good. And a timeout taken by Susquehanna.
Well, Marywood, their start of the second half, very reminiscent of the start of the first half there. Hit 2 threes in rapid succession there. The cross-court pass is working for them early on here, which sometimes is, 50-50, the cross-court pass, but it's been working for them here. They're creating open looks. And at the other end, Susquehanna has to be encouraged at their ability to make their 3 just there, which they only made 1 in the whole first half, so they've already matched that total.
So it was a fast start for both teams here in the second half. It is a 10-point game, 8:32 to go in the third quarter. And the Pacers will take it up with Katie Nealon.
Pacers have to remember to get back off of a make, too, because you saw that a couple times there off of a big basket. They kind of allow it a break.
Giordano cross-court to Bistrin for 3. That is off. And Hessling comes out with it. Olsen to Bistrin in the corner. She drives, finds Nealon. Nealon in the corner for 3, that's short. And Bistrin with a good job to fight for the offensive rebound as she tipped it to Alyssa Olsen. Nealon tied up in the corner, and a foul is called on Trell. Giordano pass tipped and stolen away. And we have a kicked ball. McFadden out to Nichols. Murray, shot in and out. Hessling with the rebound. That's 7 rebounds for Natasha Hessling. Giordano had it and lost it.
To me, it looked like Giordano was expecting to pass it, and then at the last minute, the defender kind of cut out and left her open and almost surprised her.
You know, the fake wouldn't have been a bad idea, as that shot's in and out, and tipped back to, I believe that was Adams. Adams' shot's no good. Giordano pulls down the rebound. But she had Katie Nealon wide open in the corner, and it was probably smart to pass to her, but she realized that she could have gotten a better look by faking everybody out. And it's a fight for the ball on the floor. Hessling knocked it out of bounds.
Fans upset at the no call there on the floor.
It seemed like everybody was upset, actually on both sides.
Well, that happens a lot with those jump ball situations. Everybody feels like their player has the ball, and then at what point does it become going for the ball versus a foul?
Augst has checked back in for the Pacers. McFadden backing down, shot no good. Murray with the board gets it out to Augst. Augst had Bistron, and she throws it away right into the arms of Nichols.
They did have a wide open, to your point that they did have a wide open Bistron down court there. Augst just didn't see her.
Shot by McFadden, no good. Second chance points, no good. Hessling pulls down her 8th rebound, and she's fouled, or did she foul Nichols? And it appears that she fouled Nichols.
Meanwhile, it looks like Bistron might have a cut on her arm. The trainer has to take care of that before she could check back in.
Yeah, it looks like the inside of her left arm, she may have a little cut. Maybe from that that little scrum on the floor for the jump ball.
And Coach Machako was using that as emphasis there to the ref, saying that cut wouldn't have happened if they intervened.
The shot from Trell for 3 is good.
Something to watch here. Susquehanna hitting their threes more effectively here in the second half.
You're absolutely right. They were, let's see. They were, I believe, if I recall, they were 1 of 12 at the end of the first half, so they are 2 of 2 in the second half. Olsen's shot is blocked, but the Pacers get it back. Hessling, Augst for 3, that's long. And oh, she got the friendly roll. How about that? I tell you what, when that shot hit the back of the rim, it looked like it wasn't going to go in. Then it got that little friendly roll and just dropped right in the basket.
Basketball is a game of rolls. Sometimes the way the ball bounces, you have to get those rolls. Sometimes you got to get a little lucky. It happens to both teams. But it looks like Marywood is willing to sort of live and die with the 3 here a little bit today. As a lot of their offense the second half has been revolved around getting people looks from the 3-point line. So it looks like they're going to live by that or die by that today. And we're obviously hoping that it results in a Pacer win.
Well, going back to what we said on the shot, you know the old saying, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. That was one of those cases where you thought you missed the shot, then you get the friendly roll, and that's just pure luck. but I'm sure the Pacers will take it, so their lead is back to 10, and Susquehanna will bring the ball up. Adams gets it over to Trell. The lay-in, and the shot is good. McQuillan is fouled, and she will go to the line for one more. And it looks like they didn't realize it was an N1, as nobody went for the rebound.
It's sort of an odd situation. Even after she got the rebound, there really wasn't a reaction. It was odd.
Adams, shot no good. So nobody going for the rebound doesn't come back to haunt the Pacers, as they get no points on that possession, and that pass is tipped away, and Susquehanna will get it.
Brendan, I think we said 7 turnovers in the first half. They're up to 13 already here now, so that's 6 in the quarter already. Something else to keep an eye on going forward.
I'll tell you what I'm keeping the eye on right now is the matchup with Trell and Fernandez-Tierney. Both of them are right up in each other's face. If they keep that up, it's only a matter of time before either one of them gets teed up. Pass on it's on the floor. Olsen with a good hustle to try to get to it. The shot to beat the shot clock is no good. McFadden pulls down the rebound and gets the bucket.
Pacers seem to be making a point of wanting to apply a lot of on-ball pressure here. Whoever has the ball, they really want to be right on top of them.
Giordano finds Hessling. In the corner, the shot was blocked, and it will stay with the Pacers. And they get it into Ongst. Giordano, the shot for 3 was no good, but Ongst pulls down the board. Her shot is blocked. Trell pulls down the rebound. Trell goes coast to coast, misses her shot, gets it back, and gets the shot to fall.
For me, I think right now what we're seeing is Susquehanna is playing a little more of a balanced offensive set than Marywood right now. They're reducing the amount of threes they're taking, and we're increasing them to the point where we feel like we're going to make more than we will.
And we have a foul on the floor. That's on McQuillan. That's her first. Nealon will come back in as Fernandez-Tierney will head to the bench. Sam Bruno has also checked in along with Erica Bistrin. Bistrin, pass inside to Giordano. Ongst for 3. Doesn't get the friendly roll. Now Bistrin with the second chance points. Murray with it. Back to Trell. Gets a screen from Murray. Pass inside to Adams. Back out to Trell. Trell for 3. That's off. Bruno with the rebound. Giordano bringing it the other way. Pass to Nealon, over to Ongst, and the bucket is good. Pacers lead has swelled back to 8. Trell for 3. That's no good. That shot is no good, but a foul will be called. And Honinger will head to the line for 2.
In that last possession, then the Pacers getting back and made them successful in the first half. Good ball movement on a run out.
First free throw is good. The foul was on Augst. Honinger has not missed a free throw this year. And I jinxed it again. She misses her first free throw of the year, and the Pacers get it back up by 7. Giordano looking for somebody. She finds Bistrin. That shot is no good. Rebound pulled down by Adams. Trell, the pull-up jumper's no good. Rebound pulled down by Bistrin. Nealon with the floater, and it's off the backboard and good. Trell inside to Adams. Giordano with the foul. Adams will go to the line for 2. The important thing, however, is that the shot did not fall. First free throw is no good from Adams. She's just a 60% free throw shooter this year. She goes 1 of 2 at the line. And it's back to an 8-point game. Bruno was fouled. Foul's on McQuillan, that's her second. Honinger went for the steal. Giordano got past her. Bruno couldn't get the lay-in to go. They're coming the other way. McQuillan, shot no good. Ball bouncing around a little bit. Pacers get it back. Nealon finds Giordano. Giordano for 3. That's good. And the Pacers have a 11-point lead with 33 seconds to play in the third quarter. Trell tried to answer with a 3 of her own, but that was no good. And the floater is good by Honinger. Shot clock is off. 13 seconds to play in the third. Giordano gets a screen from Bruno. Bistrin for 3. In and out. Adams pulls down the rebound, and that's going to do it for the third quarter.
Everyone energized here today. The Pacer bench, the coaching staff, the players on the floor, the crowd. Nice energy here in the building.
Well, the bench kind of has to get into it because it is winter break. So you don't have the same student section that you would when we're actually in school.
Correct.
We still have a sizable crowd, though, which is very impressive. If we could actually get a shot behind us at some point, we have a really nice crowd behind us. Looking towards the crowd, there's not a whole lot of people on that side, but behind us we have a very nice crowd today. And hopefully there are a decent amount of students who are involved and watching their classmates play today.
Well, I mean, it's a good day to be watching them. They got a 9-point lead here going into the fourth quarter. Everything, like we said, is clicking for them. That quarter was not as smooth offensively probably as they would have wanted it to be, but I think that their defensive effort was still pretty good. And they kind of got their footing there back at the end of the quarter, especially with some better transition offense. Giordano with the big three there. They'd like for more of their threes probably to be falling, but overall, you're not going to complain with a 9-point lead headed into the fourth. Now it's just a matter of taking care of business in the fourth quarter, and you walk out of here with a win.
And there is, you can see that nice shot of the crowd behind us. It may not look like a lot, but for a winter break game, that's actually a pretty sizable crowd. So Susquehanna will start the fourth quarter with the basketball. Bistrin, Nealon, Giordano, Bruno, and Augst on the floor for the Pacers. Honinger, Trell, Adams, Nichols, and let's see who else is out there. That's Murray for Susquehanna. As we start the fourth quarter, the Pacers have it back. Bistrin wide open in the corner. Pass inside to Bruno. Bruno can't get it to fall. Murray flying up the court. Adams in the corner for three, in and out. Augst with the rebound.
Adams hasn't shot from the perimeter really the whole game, and now all of a sudden 2 possessions for Susquehanna end with the shot from her from the perimeter. I don't know if that's what they want to see continue to happen.
Well, she's only an 18% three-point shooter, as that three was good. That was Katie Nealon. Pacers' lead is swelled back to 12. Shot for three by Murray is good. The refs call it a 2. So the lead is down to 10. Nealon cross court to Bistrin. She drives, was looking for Giordano but could not connect with her. A little miscommunication there, and it will go the other way.
Giordano was open, not a bad idea, but just too difficult of a pass to execute there.
Megan McFadden back into the game for Susquehanna, along with Rachel Swager. McQuillan gets it over to McFadden. McFadden shot no good. Giordano pulls down the rebound. 8 rebounds for Gab Giordano, also with 10 points. That shot from Nealon's no good. Augst pulls down the board. Pacers will reset. Augst in the corner for 3. That's short. Nealon pulled down the board. Her shot was blocked. Somehow finds Bistrin. There's a fight for the ball on the floor. It's a jump ball, and it will stay with the Pacers.
Seemed like it could have been a little bit of a premature jump ball there. It seemed like the ball was still kind of rolling around down there, like somebody would have came away with it, but we have a jump ball.
Nealon wide open in the corner. That's short. Bruno pulls down the board. Pacers reset. Giordano finds Bistrin. The shot and the foul. A beautiful pass from Giordano to Bistrin. She gets the and one, and the Pacers lead by 12.
Big score there by the Pacers, because that possession felt like it went on forever, and it looked like maybe you were coming away with an empty possession.
I'm just peeking at Gab Giordano's stat line here. She's got 10 points, 8 boards, and 7 assists. So she's creeping up there into triple-double territory.
I was going to say, do we got to put on the triple-double watch here?
Shot was short. Giordano let that one go out of bounds. She's got 7 minutes to get 2 rebounds and 3 assists.
I think the Pacers feel like this is their opportunity to maybe start to pull away here, try to put the game away. A lot of intensity still here in the gym. And they continue to develop really good looks from 3 for themselves. It's just a matter of hitting them.
Bistrin for 3. That's good! Katie Nealon picks up her 7th assist. And Erica Bistrin leads the way with a game-high 18 points.
Well, they have continuously drawn plays for Bistrin at the 3-point line here today. She's 4 of 13 from beyond the arc today, so that's where a majority of her points are coming from.
McQuillan drives, pass inside, and a foul is called. Foul on Natasha Hessling, who was just back into the game. That's her 4th. Hessling has 9 points and 9 rebounds. Lots of rebounds for the Pacers today, as they have, let's see, 47 rebounds.
Well, it's a welcome change for them. They just had a 60-rebound game on them not too long ago. So I guarantee, as I said before, it was a point of emphasis that they have to control the boards a little bit better, and they're doing that today with a plus 12 board advantage.
Augst, shot no good. Hessling, that is, if they didn't give her credit for the other rebound, that's her 10th rebound. Actually, they did give her credit for, so that's 11 rebounds for Natasha Hessling. So if she scores again, she's got a double-double. Bistrin for 3, that's off. Augst tried to save it, but right into the arms of Nichols. Odd man rush coming the other way. The shot for 3, no good. Hessling pulls down the board, and she is fouled. Foul on Megan McFadden, that's her 1st. 70-56 the score in favor of the Pacers. Giordano inside for Hessling, and she went out of bounds. So it will go the other way. Adams will come back in. Pass inside to Adams. Honinger gets it back to Adams. Adams, the lay-in attempt is no good. Nealon comes up with it.
Pacers going through their sets here, understandably.
Nealon doesn't get that one to go.
Probably going to see a lot of possessions like that, though. For the Pacers, they're up 14 here, 4.5 minutes. They want to slow the game down.
The shot from McQuillan for 3 is good. And a timeout taken by Susquehanna. An 11-point game in favor of the Pacers, 4.5 minutes to play. And I'll tell you what, this Pacers team looks like a team that wants to win. They look like the team that was hungry for a CSAC title last season, but they ultimately fell short. If they could play like this against top CSAC schools like Cabrini and Gwinnett, they can win some games. They may have a shot in the CSAC playoffs.
They may. They've done everybody has a shot. They've done a good job today creating open shots for themselves and hitting them at a good enough rate that they have an 11-point lead. They've also done a good job on the boards, like we said, in the defensive end, forcing misses. And, you know, with sort of like with great power comes great responsibility. With great seasons comes great expectations for a team, and the Pacers have had that in the past. So everyone expects something out of them.
Giordano throws the inbound pass away. That was no good, and a foul on Uggs. Looked like she kind of just ran into her and couldn't really stop there. That's the third foul on Uggs tonight. Trell in the corner, no good. And it's rolling around on the floor. Giordano comes up with it. Nealon for three, in and out. Hassling almost had it. Trell comes up with it. And Giordano picks up the foul on the other end. That's her third.
It's kind of amazing how many open looks they've had from three here in the second half especially. It makes you wonder if Susquehanna is content to let them shoot out there, or is it just that they're moving the ball that well?
Trell's first free throw is good. Trell a 91% free throw shooter on the year. And that one's no good. Hessling pulls down her 13th rebound. Giordano drives, has it, finds Augst, inside the Nealon. Hessling drives, fight for it on the floor, and it looked like Susquehanna had it, then went out of bounds. Augst will take a seat along with Bistrin as Olsen and Staken return for the Pacers. Inside to Hessling, and she's got the double-double. 11 points, 13 rebounds for Natasha Hessling. She has a double-double. The Pacers lead by 12. And the bench is really getting into it now. A nice little pass inside to Murray. And Olsen comes down with the rebound off the miss from Murray. Giordano gives it off to Nealon, who has a wide open lane to the basket, but she's blocked by McQuillan.
I'll tell you what, on that inbounds play there before Coach Machako drew that one up perfectly. She called the play off that she wanted. She even made subs to make it happen, and it worked exactly to perfection, just the way she wanted it to there. Should be seeing a lot of single digits in the shot clock here for Marywood now going forward. Want to take all the time they can.
Staken is fouled.
Talk about a bad foul there too, with 2 on the shot clock. Now you're going to get a reset. Last thing that Susquehanna needed right there.
They get it into Nealon. Nealon finds Giordano. Staken to Olsen. Hessling at the top, gives it back to Olsen. Gets a screen from Hessling. Pass inside to Hessling. She's fouled and she will go to the line for 2. Hessling just 4 of 8 from the line this year, 50%. First is no good. Swager returns for the Riverhawks. And Hessling misses both. McQuillan for 3, that is good.
Susquehanna got what they needed there, a bucket and fast. That's what I was just about to say. You're going to see a lot of possessions, the opposite of what the Pacers are doing, running the clock down. They're going to want to run and gun, get down the floor as quickly as possible, look for preferably a three-pointer, and then
Aaron McQuillan with 16 points off the bench, 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. Looks like Giordano was just getting stretched out quickly on the bench over there. Might have just cramped up a little bit.
Yeah, we saw one of the assistant coaches pulling double duty there. She became the trainer there for a little while. Anything it takes for the win.
Looking on the other side for Susquehanna, Megan McFadden has 10 rebounds along with 7 points. So she needs 3 points to get herself a double-double.
A lot of double-doubles happening here today. We're on the verge of double-doubles, I should say. Giordano, a rebound away from a double-double.
She's a rebound away from a double-double, and if she gets the rebound and 3 more assists, that's a triple-double, but with 2 minutes left,
it's going to be pretty tough.
I think she's probably going to fall short at this point.
Yeah, I think so too. But a great game nonetheless, though. Way to really be a stat sheet stuffer here today, as they say.
That's the type of player Giordano is. We've seen from her a lot. She can light up the scoreboard, score 30 points, or she can go out there and play the game like she has today. She got 10 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists.
Giordano stretching herself out there now.
Onks comes back in. Staken will take a seat. Olsen makes her second off the glass.
Banks open.
And it's back to a 10-point lead. The shot for 3 is good. That's Swager, and it is a 7-point game. And a timeout by Susquehanna.
Well, if this could happen, maybe, what? Have to happen 3, 4 more times, maybe 5 more. They could do the impossible here. Needs to happen though in that order. You got to hit your threes fast. The Marywood has to continue missing their free throws for that to happen. But
at this point, the Pacers just need to knock down their free throws. If they can do that, they got this game.
Well, that's all that it is. It's a matter of it's a free throw shooting contest now for them, pretty much. That's what it comes down to. And we all know how important free throws are in every game, especially in really in close games, I should say. They always play a role at the end of the game.
Nealon bringing it up the court. Finds Staken. Giordano with it. Gets it over to Hessling. 10 to shoot. Staken with it. The dribble drive finds Olsen. Over to Hessling. Nealon, the long three is short. Rebound kicked out to Staken. And they call a timeout. The Pacers do. And they will take a full timeout.
Talk about a backbreaker of an offensive rebound there for Susquehanna. You do really a great job of forcing them to use the whole shot clock and not even giving them a shot, a deep three-pointer, low percentage shot, and then Marywood does an excellent job of getting that offensive board there. So could have asked for a better sequence, really. You use the full 30, and then you get the offensive rebound to boot.
Well, we have 1:14 left. 73-66 the score.
And if I heard the table over here correctly, not a lot of timeouts left either. I think Susquehanna only has one full left, and Coach Machako might have 2 30s left. So not a lot of stoppage is going to be happening from here on out.
56 rebounds as a team for the Pacers. That is a huge number.
And 20 of them offensively. I mean, it hasn't really, a lot of offensive rebounds today. Combined 38 offensive rebounds. We haven't been talking about it as much maybe as we should have been because of the shooting being put on display here today and everything. It's kind of was a quiet number, I feel like, to a certain extent.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the team in terms of rebounding, everybody's getting a lot of rebounds. Hessling has 13. Giordano has 9. Nealon has 7. Bistron has 6. And Hessling gets the and one to go. A free throw here would probably ice it for the Pacers with just over a minute left. Augst will come in along with Fernandez Tierney as Nealon will take a seat. Giordano also headed to the bench. And Hessling cannot get that free throw to go. She's really struggling from the line this year. Adams, a step inside the three-point line, shot no good. Fernandez Tierney pulls down the board. Foul called, and Fernandez Tierney will shoot free throws. And the first one is no good. She's only a 58% free throw shooter this year. And it's good. And that's a new season high in scoring as a team for the Pacers with 76 points. They scored 75 in the win over Cairn University back on December the 2nd.
Well, it's going to be a well-earned victory here today for the Pacers. They shot the ball well, especially in the first half, and they've not tailed off too badly. They set up a lot of good looks for themselves. They moved the ball well, and of course, as we said, they really got on the glass today.
First free throw is good by Olsen. And Olsen goes 2 of 2. 78-66 the score. Pacers have led for all but a minute and a half of this game. Fernandez Tierney is fouled. And will shoot again. And she makes her first. And she doesn't make that one. 10 seconds left. The long three comes up short. And the Pacers will get it back with 5 seconds left in this one. And that's going to do it. This is a huge confidence booster I can see for the Pacers as they get the victory over Susquehanna, 79-66.
It's a nice win. They're going to move to 2-6, and with that they move Susquehanna to 5-3. So you come in here facing a 5-2 team. You're 1-6 on the year. Probably a lot of people might not be giving you a chance coming into the game, and in turn you deliver a victory. And they're on the way. Got to continue the momentum. They had the first really good shooting performance, I'd say, in a maybe there's been a few other ones, but in a kind of a game like this where you didn't know it was going to happen 50-50, they really showed up today and had a good scoring performance and shooting performance.
Only 44% from the field, but the big number, 12 of 33 from beyond the arc for almost 37%.
That's a respectable number, and I said this today right at the beginning, and we both talked about is that it's just you could see a lot of their offense is going to be living or dying with the three-pointer, and today the former happened. They lived with the three-pointer. They really, especially in the first half, were on fire from three. A lot of their looks, a lot of their plays up and down the court, they were designed totally for a three. You saw a lot of good looks, and half of them that didn't go in were really quality looks too. So it's a good sign that they're getting the kind of looks they're getting. They moved the ball well, and they really got on the boards. They had a 6th rebound game on them. Today they returned the favor, and it's a nice sign to see them getting on the boards and getting a win here today.
Well, that's going to do it for our coverage of Pacers basketball here on TVM. Our next telecast comes your way next Tuesday night when the Pacers women take on Widener University right here at the Interlochen Arena. So from all of us here at TVM, my partner Nicola Manzo, I'm Brendan Murphy saying goodnight from the Interlochen Arena. Once again, the final score, the Pacers knock off Susquehanna University 79-66.